There is a bitter paradox in how the world operates. If you look closely at who endures the most devastating, soul-crushing betrayals, it is almost always the people with the purest intentions. They pour their trust into a murky environment, only to be swallowed up. Society sells us a specific lie, that if you are relentlessly good, giving, and forgiving, the world will return that favor. In reality, extreme innocence in a self-interested world acts as an open invitation for opportunists to drain your resources, take credit for your labor, and leave you stranded once your utility expires. Think of a forest. The crooked, knotted trees are bypassed by the loggers. The straightest, most perfect tree is chopped down first because it offers the most immediate profit with the least resistance. Your unchecked compliance makes you that tree. To break this cycle, we have to look back to the political battlegrounds of 16th century Florence. In an era defined by brutal power struggles, Machiavelli replaced idealistic hope with the cold geometry of power and survival. Niccolò Machiavelli observed an undeniable reality: blind goodness makes you prey. To thrive, a wise person must embody two wildly different animals. Machiavellian tactics provide the psychological armor required to navigate a society built on self-interest without being torn apart. The fox represents internal mastery and defensive stealth. It operates through concealment. Sharing your deep insecurities hands manipulators a map of your vulnerabilities. They may act sympathetic, but will use those exact pressure points against you. This concealment is maintained through the discipline of silence. Constant, meaningless chatter causes your perceived value to plummet. By speaking less and guarding your tongue, you become a mystery, forcing the world to lean in and weigh every word you choose to utter. Silence naturally clears the air for observation. And what the fox observes is that most human relationships are built on utility. No one follows you for free. They surround you because of the value, power, or status you provide. Machiavelli validated this transactional nature of relationships centuries ago. The moment your usefulness runs out, the loyalty vanishes. Accepting this prevents the disastrous miscalculations that lead to betrayal. The fox ensures survival through extreme patience. While others panic under pressure and rush into emotional decisions, the strategist sits back, letting the opposition make the first mistake. The fox avoids wasting energy on every battle. Instead, it remains invisible and unreadable to predators, waiting quietly until the conditions are flawlessly in its favor. Internal mastery prevents betrayal from within, but it cannot stop a direct external assault. To protect what the fox has hidden, one must project the outward authority and command of the lion. The lion is constantly tested. When someone publicly provokes or insults you, they're looking for an explosive reaction. Giving in to anger is a failure of reasoning that instantly hands control of the situation to your opponent. Instead of screaming, the lion freezes the aggressor out. An icy silence and intense eye contact paralyzes the opponent who expected a chaotic fight. A persona of endless tolerance actively trains people to mistreat you. Predators seek out individuals who offer zero consequences for bad behavior. To preserve your peace, you must prove you are capable of disturbing it. When people know you possess the capacity to be dangerous and the willingness to strike back if pushed, they're forced to respect your boundaries. This boundary setting requires a willingness to sever ties. If you surround yourself with aimless, energy-draining individuals, you are digging your own grave. You must ruthlessly cut them off to protect your future trajectory. Firm. The lion's strength creates walls of absolute consequence, ensuring that potential predators find the cost of an attack far too high to pay. True cunning is a noble defense. It is the shield that guards your inner peace against those who would exploit it. Survival requires a strict separation of the mind and the heart. Your empathy and your humanity are precious. Keep them locked safely inside. But the decisions that guide your life must be driven by pure, cold calculation. A person who navigates a selfish world armed only with raw emotion is destined to end up in the scrap heap. the calculated strategist who evaluates every motive and controls every reaction remains utterly untouchable. It is time to shed the fragile, naive persona that has kept you vulnerable. Stop expecting the world to play fair and start mastering the rules it actually operates by. You do not need to destroy your own humanity, but you must embrace the fox and the lion to become the unshakable architect of your own life.